Hello everyone, welcome to the start of a new vlog. This one is going to not just be a reading vlog, but I wanted to take you on a little, adventure of us cleaning up our flower beds and taking care of some of our animals. I need to feed like our reptiles and stuff, and yeah, some gardening and mowing and that kind of fun stuff, because today is sunny and tomorrow is going to be rainy, so we're going to do some things outside today. And then hopefully, maybe today or tomorrow, I will feed the reptiles and give you a peek on like which ones we have. So yeah, I'm going to take you outside and let you see what our garden area looks like at the moment and some of our flower beds. And definitely show you the after. So let me take you outside. Hopefully you can hear me okay. My boyfriend's still mowing. But I'm going to give you a peek at our like raised bed behind me, and by the carport there's another garden bed, and over there by the clothesline we have wildflowers, so all those things need touching up. So let me give you a look. Okay, as you can probably tell, there's a lot of weeds. I have not planted anything yet, but you can already like see. And also over in the mulch side we still get these stupid weeds that keep coming up, even if we had this plastic up all last year, so hopefully underneath that plastic is good. But on this other side, we rotated the plastic a little bit, but it obviously didn't kill anything. At least not this weed, whatever that is. So yeah, it's definitely terrible looking right now. Funny side note is one of my last year lettuces is growing over here, so I'll let that survive for now. A bunch of these weeds, I don't know what it is. I gotta see if my phone app will tell me what it is. But that's basically the only thing that's growing in here other than like whatever this weed is. Definitely gonna pull most of that up unless there's something good hidden underneath. Something I saw online was using old mailboxes to store like garden tools. So we just pulled this out this year, and we're gonna get a post for it and stick it in the ground or whatever, and use that. And it already looks pretty cool. It's like old paint. And thankfully our rosemaries, our lavenders are coming back. I wasn't sure if they would live in these tiny buckets with the winter. And let me take you over here now. We have this stack of pallets. I'm going to be making a bug house in like the far corner over there. I saw this all on Pinterest. You like put different media in between, like bricks and then like bamboo sticks or pine cones or whatever, and you build like a little bug house. If I can find a picture and show it to you off to the side here so you see what I'm talking about. This overgrown mess is where I had my corn last year, and it's still like mostly that same weed, whatever that is. A couple clovers. Clover is okay, but I'll probably pull that up too. And then right next to it is where I had my watermelon last year. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do this year exactly, but maybe watermelon again or cantaloupe or something. This bed had nothing in it really last year. I just put chicken compost on top to like make the soil good, and a couple tomatoes did come up from it, so that was just random. But you can see, because I just filled these in last year, you can see how much the soil has gone down, compacted. I had it all the way up to basically the top, so I gotta put more soil in it this year. And this is my onion bin that I never harvested last year, so now they're flowering, whatever. It's fun. And then this is just one of our flower beds. So I planted some random tomatoes because I had a lot last year, but I got like a rose bush here that I gotta clean up. And then we also planted some sunflowers last year, so I'll probably do that again. We have these grasses that are coming back. I had some here. I don't know if these ones are dead or not. They kind of look maybe dead. But those are some short grasses we had planted. The tall ones should come back at least. This was a random corn stalk from last year. It came up by itself. A squirrel must have dug or buried some corn there. And then we have another rose bush hiding here. So that's the main things we have going on there. Let me take you to the wildflower area. So this is the start of our wildflower area. It's kind of hard to tell the difference between anything right now. We do have some things that are like covered because we discovered like the cats would sleep on them and kill them. So there's like this fuzzy sage here, or sorry, so, a woolly thyme, I think is what it's called. Yeah, woolly thyme is really soft. So yeah, the cats like destroyed this part last year. So we cover that now. And we also have this thing called cat's pajamas. Should have known that it was like similar to catnip, because this almost died last year too. But it's coming back and it's cute, purple flowers. And then we have a tiny lilac bush that I thought had died, but it's coming back. It's just really small right now. I almost couldn't find it. The purple of these was hiding it. We have a butterfly bush that is coming back. I don't know if all these limbs were supposed to have died, but I can see like bits of it down there. We have to take all these trees up too. We don't want these trees. They're really hard to get rid of though. They just keep coming back. That's pretty much all that's back there is those, I call them weed trees because they kind of just appear and you don't want them. Something sad about our swing. It's basically broken. This thing is gonna completely crack if I sit on it again, so that's upsetting. So I'm not sure what we're gonna do with this swing. And my bench, my mom's bench, keeps getting pooped on, so I don't know what I'm gonna do about that. We'll see. I might think of something. For Easter we planted these are a type of phlox. They're just like the bushy kind. And the one over there is not doing so well, so we'll see. We'll have to buy some more. But we also planted one of these lilies in here. There's a few other lilies that should come back up too somewhere in here. Thankfully, we have some more milkweed coming up too, also in like the wooded area. We're trying to get as many monarchs as possible here. It's really fun to see. There was one year where they coated all the trees back there for some reason. I don't even know why, but it was really cool. So yeah, that's basically our little garden area on this side of the property, and trying to get as much done today as we can without spending the entire day, so we'll see. I definitely want to get my raised bed area not so disgusting because it's very ugly and I hate looking at it. Plus, eventually I want to like plant things, you know, food crops, so I'm gonna do that. Gotta take the push mower around some of the intricate bits and find my gloves and pull out all those weeds. So yeah, I will let you watch me do that, I guess. So check in later. Okay, just a quick progress report. Pretty much nothing came back up in here except for maybe a tiny lettuce. But I almost forgot that we planted asparagus, but that's what these all are. They're doing pretty good. I don't know that anything else came back, but I wasn't really expecting it to. And then over here we have a milkweed coming up I'm gonna leave just because. And I have like a little radish. I planted like a ton of radish seeds, so I thought more would come back, but oh well. And I think I got a couple random garlics. They're probably really small, but that's what those are. And still not done over here, but it's already more clear. You can see the pathway too. So yeah, we're probably gonna take a lunch break and then come back. So yeah. Hello. We just ate lunch, and before we go back outside to garden some more, I think I'm going to start a book upstairs just to let me digest a little bit. I think I'm going to finally start Pure Nessie, so that's going to be fun, and hopefully I enjoy the weirdness. I think I will like this book, but we'll see. It's supposed to be, like I said before, really weird and mysterious, and some people love that and some people hate that, so we'll see where I stand. But yeah, I'm going to read a little bit and then go back outside and I'll meet you there. Hello again. I just wanted to briefly mention, so I read like the first section of Pure Nessie, and I was mistaken in thinking that the fawn on the cover was our main character. It's just a statue that he really likes. So our main character is a human. I don't know where I got that idea. I think maybe I watched a TBR list a while ago. Maybe that's what they thought. I'm not sure. But yeah, just at the very beginning, so I still have no idea what's going on. But yeah, I just wanted to point that out, that I had that wrong. I don't know. Yeah, but I'm going to go back outside and work more on my beds and bring you along. Alright, so we probably got about as far as we're going to today. We'll have to come back out and clean it up some more. But these at least don't have as many weeds. And I looked up on my identification app, and this is supposedly stinging nettle. And if that's the case, I might keep that and harvest it, because that's good stuff. But yeah, it still looks a little bad, but we'll get back to it. Getting our fire pit used finally though. So that's cool. Hello there. Just wanted to give a check-in of my reading. So I'm still pretty early in Pure Nessie. I just wanted to make a an observation of how strange it is that how Pure Nessie seems to have an education, and yet he doesn't even know his real name. He doesn't know a lot of things about humans, or I don't know, it seems like he doesn't know where he came from, and yet he knows about all these mythological creatures. He knows the names of different animals and stuff like that. So I thought that was pretty weird. Very curious to see if that is answered, how that's possible. But like I said, I'm still pretty early in, not even 50 pages yet, so I have a long way to go. I did want to mention that I started another book last night, one of my mom's books, Mandela's Way. I read about 40 pages of that, so I'm in the second chapter, and I'm enjoying that so far. This is written by the same guy that helped write Nelson Mandela's autobiography, A Long Walk to Freedom, and I read that in college, which I enjoyed, and it's very interesting to see different perspectives of this man's life. I thought his autobiography was very inspiring and interesting, so I enjoy getting to see part of his life again. Still not super far into it. I read the first life lesson that this man is talking about, and it was called Courage is Not the Absence of Fear, but it's just overcoming fear. And this next section, the next chapter, is called Be Measured, so I haven't started that yet, but I'm enjoying it, and it does have some inspiring morals and stuff, so yeah, I will keep reading and give you another update later. Good morning. It is a nice, dreary, rainy day, and I'm definitely going to do some more reading, but I want to give a quick check-in, because I'm past the 50% mark in Pure Nessie, and I definitely have some thoughts, so I don't want to give too much away, because I think the general recommendation is that people go into this a little blind, but I just, you at least know from the description that there is another person that Pure Nessie talks to, and he calls them the other. And I get really creepy vibes from him. Like, I don't trust him, even though our main character does. There's also, like, a sinister character that we learn about through, like, letters and other ways that the main character discovers, like, people he doesn't know. I'm not sure if the other is one of these sinister characters or if he's just separate, but I kind of get the feeling that he's using Pier Nessie, and I'm not sure what my feelings are about him, because he could just be using him, but not necessarily in, like, the worst way, so I'm not sure. But yeah, like, there's definitely something weird going on. Like, the other sometimes brings Pier Nessie random gifts that obviously don't come from this world, because, like, for instance, he brought him, like, plastic bowls that are obviously not natural here, and, like, he brought him shoes once in a box, so, like, these things don't exist in this world, so he's definitely getting them from somewhere. And yeah, I just in general don't trust him, so don't want to give anything away, but very interested in to see how this gets explained, if it does at all, so we'll see. But yeah, I'm gonna get to reading, and I'll keep you updated. Good morning, everyone. I finished Pier Nessie yesterday, and I didn't want to update immediately because I just wanted to, like, feel like what had happened before I talked about it. So again, I don't think you should know much going into it, but I will say that if you don't want to be in a contemplative mood, probably wait on this book until you are in one of those moods, because I think the mood is very important to make this work. Basically, my main takeaway is that I wish that I could meet Pier Nessie in real life and then visit him in this other world and just stare at these statues with him. And, you know, I like his contemplations on, like, life. Like, each statue has a meaning. Some of the scenes that I liked in here are when he read messages from the birds based on, like, what statues they landed on when he spoke to them. And I thought that was really interesting. And, like, at least in his interpretation, the messages actually came true, and that was really cool. I don't want to give anything away. I just really enjoyed his thoughts and how he interpreted his world, and I just wish that I could visit this world with him and, like, meditate on the ocean, hitting the marble statues and whatnot. So I definitely recommend. Just I would suggest that you only pick it up if you're ready for, like, a contemplative book. So I think the fact that I've been reading some of my mom's books lately has helped, because it's kind of a similar mood, I guess. So you read the book not necessarily to be thrilled, but to think and to contemplate and to just have feels. So definitely recommend the book. It was 5 stars for me. I can see how some people wouldn't like it, but it was definitely exactly what I needed. And then I have also been making some progress on Mandela's Way. I am almost halfway through. I will say, if you were thinking about picking up this book, I would suggest either having read Nelson Mandela's autobiography, A Long Walk to Freedom, or just in general having a background on Mandela and, like, a little bit of, like, South Africa's political struggles for the past, like, 50 years or so. Because, like, if you don't know what apartheid is, for instance, you're gonna, like, not exactly know what struggles Mandela went through. But I do enjoy this book, even if you don't really like self-help books. This one is almost like more information on Nelson Mandela's life and stories from his life. It's basically a history book, but then, like, tied into it is, like, these life lessons. It's woven together nicely. It doesn't just feel like a self-help. It feels like I'm learning about Nelson Mandela. So yeah, it's just pretty nice, reflective, and I really like Richard Stengel's writing style. I think it's really accessible. Definitely enjoying it. So yeah, once it's not raining anymore, which I think will be Monday, we're going to go back outside and work more on our garden. Probably have to mow again. But yeah, it's been raining the past, like, 3 some days, so can't really do much outside unless you want to be soaking wet, which I don't. So definitely gotta read some more, and I'll check in later. Hello again. Today I am going to feed our reptiles, our snakes, and we have a lizard and a turtle. And it's a little gross, but all the snakes eat mice, so I'm gonna have to thaw those out. So that's gonna take a little while, but I'm gonna read and edit in the garage right now until these are thaw, and then I'll show you feeding them, I guess. So. These are thawed now. I'm gonna go ahead and feed everybody. I'm not gonna take anybody out to show you just because it's not good to do when you feed them, but maybe in a different vlog, if you guys want me to, I can take everybody out and introduce you one by one. So, but let's get to feeding. Will spare us watching him eat that because he is really gross. Good morning. It is now Monday again. It rained basically all last week, so I couldn't do any more gardening, but today and tomorrow it's supposed to be pretty nice, so we're going to try to finish up our garden beds, at least finish cleaning them up. I'm not going to plant anything. We don't have anything to plant yet. But yeah, I'm gonna clean up the carport, flower bed, and I'm not sure what else, but I'll take you along with me and you'll enjoy, hopefully. So yeah, I'll take you outside and get going. progress, as you have seen. I just wanted to show something we found in our carport beds real quick. And that is a whole bunch of baby tomato plants. These ones are kind of the biggest here, so that'll focus. Yeah, there's a lot of them. Probably gonna have to thin them out and move them eventually, but that's fine. I was really hoping some tomatoes would come back. So maybe now that we've cleared out more of the weeds, some more will come back up. What we're working on now is this patch over here. We decided we're just gonna mow it instead of try to pull everything out and then like deal with the weeds that come up after mowing. So gonna do that for now. So yeah, definitely made some good progress. Let me show you what else, how the rest of the bed looks. So if you remember it all, this was all very tall. This again is stinging nettle. Our rose bush, gotta cut that tree out. And then more stinging nettle. So yeah, we're making some progress at least, which is nice. And it's not so hot right now. We had to come back when it was evening because it was too hot earlier today, but that's fine. So yeah, I'll check in a little bit later. Alrighty, here we are at the end of the vlog. I have finished, as you know already, Pure Nessie, and then I recently finished Mandela's Way, and it was definitely, I would say, a cozy read. I really enjoy Richard Stengel's writing. It's very easy, informative, but not too detailed and boring. I think the biggest perk of reading this book is not necessarily the life lesson part, is more the getting to see Nelson Mandela's life in more detail and less filtered, because this is like after his death, I'm pretty sure. Definitely recommend. I gave it like 4 stars. It's not like the most impactful thing, but it's, like I said, very cozy and pretty easy read, especially if you already read Nelson Mandela's autobiography. So, but yeah, as I said before, Pure Nessie was a very fun read for me. I personally really liked the contemplative feeling mood that the writing gave me, but I can see how it's not for everybody. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed following me along to read these books and garden and take care of our animals a little bit. If you like this kind of content, just let me know. I can definitely do more of that, because we have more projects and stuff that will eventually happen with our garden area and everything else. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.